Okay, so just give us a quick overview of what's happening today.
Well, as I said, the suppliers are all promoting their products. It's an opportunity to get people to get some free food and free drink, which is always beneficial. But it's also an opportunity for our local suppliers to really showcase what they can do and what products they supply into Tesco. And it's a real good working relationship with each other. It's great for people to come down. There's entertainment as well. It's going to be on. There's the rock climbing. There's road shows. Everything else is going on at the minute.
So we've come inside to talk food, and I'm going to talk to this guy here. This is Ken from the Salty Dog. Ken, tell me first of all, your food is world famous, especially your Scotch Eggs.
Absolutely, yes. We had a mention with Sienna Miller on the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show in America, sort of 3 million audience about 3 or 4 months ago. And since then, we've got nothing but Scotch Eggs.
So how did Sienna Miller find out about your Scotch Eggs?
Back in 2015, they were filming a film called High Rise in the old leisure centre in Bangor just before it was demolished. Tom Hiddleston was there. And it was actually him who became really infatuated with Scotch Eggs to the extent we were sending them up there for snacks for him when he was filming. Sienna Miller was also on the crew and they were in and out a lot. She was then back filming Lost Kingdom of Z late last year, and she stayed in Bangor and came back in and had her Scotch Eggs, so that came up as part of the conversation with Jimmy Fallon.
So what's so special about yours? Is there a special ingredient that goes into it?
There's a sort of a blend, sort of the old secret blend of herbs and spices, but it's all about getting the egg in the centre still runny, but having the sausage meat cooked. So when you cut into it, you've got a nice runny, soft-centred egg that sort of makes a sauce for you. And getting that bit, Jimmy Fallon, she was talking about making her Scotch eggs, and she could never get it because the eggs always split on her. So that's what we've got down to a T, and hopefully we're going to show the people here today how to do that.
Great stuff. Tell us about the Salty Dog. It's one of those restaurants that continues to grow and get better and better, doesn't it?
Yeah, we keep trying, and that's down to the guys behind me, the chefs. We keep trying to get young guys in, and we keep working with our local producers, local suppliers. Some at Tesco are doing very well here, but we use people like Whitewater and Jawbox Gin and all the drink suppliers, and then the local producers, Springmount Eggs, Carnbrook Meats, just local guys who are pushing the boundaries of what they do all the time, and that then pushes us on and allows us to keep improving.
And apart from your own restaurant, what do you think about food in Northern Ireland on a whole? Do we do it really well?
We do, and it's getting better all the time. We're just having a discussion with somebody here about an event we did 3 years ago, and it wasn't that well attended. But if we did that event now, we know it would be stowed out. So the events like this, the Year of Food and Drink, the beer suppliers. I was catching up with a blogger, and there's 4 new beer companies coming on in the next sort of 3 or 4 months. And these guys are all pushing the boundaries forward. The meat suppliers, the farmers, everyone's just pushing up the game, and we do have some of the best food in the world.
And the hospitality side of things as well, the way we treat the tourists and stuff when we come here is now becoming world famous too, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's great. I moved over here from England, and we had some friends that came over, and we took a house up on the north coast in February half term, lashing with rain. We did the Giant's Causeway, we did Ballycastle, we did all those things. And these guys said it was one of the best holidays they'd had, and their kids were raving about it and talking about it much longer than they were talking about a holiday they'd had recently to Florida. And that was made by the people that we met up there.
Right, Ken, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Right, thank you very much.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth. I'm about to taste what is possibly the greatest Scotch egg in all of the world. And as he said, nice and runny in the middle. You know what? Myself and Sienna Miller now have something in common. We both agree these are the best Scotch eggs on the planet.
Folks said she'd never be sunk. They never thought they were in for a gunk. Don't blame Billy, Johnny or Sam. Don't blame Hughie or wee Tom. Don't blame us and don't blame me for Titanic beneath the sea.
We've tried Scotch eggs, we've had some sausages, now we're trying golden popcorn. Orlagh's going to tell us more about this. This is lovely, tell us all about it.
Yeah, so we're just based in Antrim, and we make our popcorn there, and we're supplying to lots of different stores in the minute, so Tesco's would be one of our big buyers. We supply to the movie house cinemas as well, so the popcorn you'd get in the movies, that's supplied by us. and we've just moved premises and we've done a rebrand there last year. So things are really looking up for us. We've completely changed our branding and we're moved into bigger premises, getting more orders in and getting into more stores across Ireland. So
where did the initial idea come from? And of all the foods in the world, why popcorn?
well, it was just bought over there maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and our managing director Sean now, he's took it over and he has just realised the popcorn market's just grown, it's got massive. So we're going out with a few more flavours here coming out soon, and it's become a really diverse wee market and there's lots of different products on sale. So we're hoping to move into that now. There's lots of gourmet popcorns coming out and new flavours, so that's something that we're really looking forward to launching at the end of this year.
So what's the most popular one? Is it sweet or is it salted?
Well, it used to be sweet, very much so. In the north it's sweet, but if you go down south, everybody seems to go mad for the salted. So we thought that the sweet and salty mix would be a new one for us, so it's actually kicked off the minute. So sweet and salty mix is our latest favourite.
All right, now you mentioned the gourmet range there. What kind of things can we look forward to there?
Well, there's lots of different flavours out at the minute, so we're looking forward to new flavours we'll have on the go. We're looking at sour cream and chilli and cheese, and we've looked at lots of different flavours. There's chocolate and lots of different ones coming out, so we have a few flavours to pick here from, and hopefully by the end of the year they'll be launched.
So we've done food, we're moving on to drink now, and before you tell us about all these beers in front of us here, it's a really good time in Northern Ireland to be involved in the drinks industry, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, the craft industry and independence is just booming at the minute. It's growing year on year, definitely.
Okay, tell us all about Whitewater Breweries. How did it all come about?
Whitewater started 1996, so we're one of the originals in Northern Ireland that came about. Started by myself and my husband, and in a family farm. So we started brewing then. One of our ales, we started with Mountain Ale, and now we produce around 14 different types of beer.
Wow, so how did it start? How do you decide, I want to open a brewery?
That happened, we moved, like a lot of young people from Northern Ireland, we moved to England to find work. And there you were open to a lot more varieties of beer, cask conditioned beer, local breweries and stuff like that, things that we hadn't been sort of used to in Northern Ireland, and just fell in love with it. Just got hooked on the different types of varieties of beer and stuff like that. We wanted to come back to Northern Ireland to live, to have a family and to be back home, and wanted to do something, so we decided to have a go and to do the brewery.
And it's obviously worked all these years later, but was it a struggle in the beginning to get up and running?
It would be a lie to say if it was. It wasn't. So 21 years now. At the start it was very small, and we still had to work. We couldn't give up work, so we both worked and we had the brewery on as well. The passion kept us going. We wanted to make beer and we loved doing it, so it kept us going, and we managed to ride the wave now and enjoy the future as it is now. So.
What's your name, sir?
Colin.
Whereabouts are you from, Colin?
I'm from Belfast.
All right. Are you a big beer fan?
Yep. Yeah. I'm going for more craft beers now. That's why I like to Spaggy Sleep. Get away from the normal standard beers. I like to try something different.
Oh, Colin, did you enjoy that?
I did indeed, yeah. Thank you very much indeed.
We're going to give you a job. You can be the beer correspondent for NVTV, all right?
No problem, I'll do that then, okay.
Anyway, that was lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.